Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabans. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. When we give you guys a fresh perspective on things, and I was here. And today we got a show that's going to piss off a lot of people, but I don't give a damn because I got a report on it. But before we even get into that, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel, and be sure to hit all notifications to be notified the second we publish our content. Let me go ahead and get into this topic here. This is a topic that was referred to me from the channel Uncommon Sense. I saw the channel. I've been seeing the shows from the channel, but I saw this particular story. I think someone sent it to me. Yes, it was our editor. What am I saying? Someone. Our editor, Mitch, who works with us, he sent me the clip. I believe it was yesterday. And I got around to listening to it today. All right. So what's this clip about? What's the show about? Well, it's about a former teammate of LeBron and J.R. Smith, who was essentially talking about the dark side of being a teammate of LeBron James. Essentially, like the curse is like a curse. Why was he saying that? Because, as many of you know, the running joke about LeBron, and even Chris Broussard, who's a LeBron guy who has him number 2 all time, has said the narrative around LeBron is whenever he doesn't win, it's always someone else's fault. It's either the coach, it's either the team. I don't have enough help. Some people have been very critical of LeBron's new show with himself and JJ Redick, where they're saying that LeBron is basically up there to try to rewrite history and basically explain away all of his losses. Everyone is a new excuse. Why this didn't go that way? Why this didn't go the other way? And then even Stephen A. Smith got upset with him for trying to make excuses for losing in 2011. So people have been on his case about this, right? Because people don't want to hear that story because it's another excuse. So to hear a person like J.R. Smith, who played with LeBron, who is friendly with LeBron, for him to come out and essentially say, like, bro, listen, the entire time is like, what are you doing to help LeBron win? And if you do something wrong, it's your fault. He's like, well, he missed his free throws too. He didn't play well too. So to hear J.R. Smith, this is a direct teammate of his, come out there and say this, it was quite surprising. So those are the comments we want to play for you guys. Before we even get into J.R. Smith's comments, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks, which is the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. PrizePicks is really simple. Instead of just selecting a team, you just select 2 or more players, pick more or less their projected stats, and then you place your entry. For example, this week, I'm selecting 2 entries. Stephen Curry for more than 25 points, and then I got Anthony Davis for more than 2 blocks, and Damian Lillard for more than 4 3-pointers made. PrizePicks is also the only daily sports platform with an injury insurance policy. So for example, if you have a player who gets injured in the first half and doesn't return to the second half, that player gets automatically rebooted. What I also love about PrizePicks is that it offers weekly promotions like Taco Tuesdays. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. That's go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do is want to play exactly what J.R. Smith had to say in terms of his experience being LeBron's teammate, and then want to come back and react to his commentary. Take a listen to what J.R. Smith had to say here.
No, man, it's like, honestly, it's a gift and a curse with playing with Bron. Like, I love Bron to death, and I love playing on this team because for me, I feel like I thrive more under the pressure. But a lot of guys don't like it because, you know, it can go one of 2 ways. It's either, what did you not do to help him win? And who else didn't not help him win? You know? And it's like, bro, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, he had 40, 15, 9, and 8, but he missed a free throw too. like, don't just look at me because I missed an open shot. It's like, we all missing out here. It ain't like it's just, you know, and I think that for a lot of guys, it's hard to, especially with the day and age we're in, social media, continuously people, you got analysts running around talking crazy, and you playing on that team, and I think they're 12 or 13, and they still the most talked about team on TV. So it's always gonna be that supporting cast of who's not doing what or who, you know, and if you're not built for that, you're not made for that, it's going to eat you alive.
So you heard what J.R. Smith had to say. What are my thoughts? I think what J.R. did was he gave us a behind-the-scenes look at what goes on in the mind of a LeBron James teammate. The fact of the matter is, this is the truth. Whenever whenever a player plays with LeBron, there's all of these expectations. And what kills me is that the media places so much expectations on role players. Like, when they get a new role player, oh, this guy's going to do it. Is Rui Hachimura going to do it? Is Austin Rivers? Is this guy going to save the day? Is he? They're going to, like, what team do you know? What other all-star do you know? Great player do you know that whenever his team loses, they start blaming the role players or the secondary star? This year, there are no excuses for you can't point the finger at Anthony Davis. He's been their best player. He is their best player, and he is the X factor for this team. Whenever teams are talking about, can the Lakers beat the Warriors? They're talking about AD, because he is the essential mismatch on the floor, right? With his size, with his length, with his defensive abilities, he's the mismatch. So AD's been the best player for the Lakers this year. So it's been very difficult to blame AD. And that's the reason why it's been very difficult to pinpoint who to blame, because now the media knows you guys will look quite ridiculous if you want to try to blame the Lakers season on role players. So they found a new person to blame, which is who Darvin had. It's always the story. It's always the story. It is so sad. First it was Luke Walton, then it was Frank Vogel, who's a championship coach. Now it's Darvin Ham. Then they're going to get another coach, and they're going to blame another coach, and they're going to blame this guy, or it was Rob Pelinka, or they tried Rob. It's always somebody else's fault. It's like, God damn, bro. And this is just exhausting. And this is the narrative. I see some Laker creators that make Lakers content. Whenever the Lakers lose, they never point any fingers at LeBron. They don't have the character within them to do it. It's always the coach. Always. And it's a problem. You know, I was talking with Gilbert Arenas just yesterday, and I'm like, why does LeBron? I was talking about these J.R. Smith comments. He goes, every player gets criticized. I'm like, no. And then he goes, well, Jordan never got criticized. I'm like, nah, you capping. He did get criticized. There are people that can actually point to Jordan being killed for not winning championships. Jordan stopped getting criticized when his team started winning, but he did get criticized. They were saying things about Jordan like all he does is score. All he does is just a great score, just a great score. It was when he started winning, then they stopped criticizing him. I brought up the example with him yesterday. I was like, Kobe got criticized way more. Kobe got criticized for blowing a 3-1 lead against the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. They were like, Kobe Bryant quit and all of this, and Kobe this and Kobe that. Kobe's getting blamed by that. It was an 8th seed playing the 1 seed, and they lost in the first round. He's like, well, Kobe this and Kobe. Like, they blame Kobe. They were blaming Kobe, right? So, you know, it is what it is. Some of his fanboys are going to feel a type of way, or they're going to make content that nobody's going to watch. 16.3. You don't get a response from me with 16.3, bro. Like, come on, get your weight up. Like, come on, 16.3, son. Come on, like, you're not serious. You ain't putting in that work. So that's what JR said, and I'm going to be here for all of the commentary and people pushing back and people going at him. But what I want to know from the audience is, number one, do you think J.R. Smith is telling the truth? Right? Do you think he's telling the truth, or do you think that somehow maybe J.R. Smith is disgruntled and he's angry with LeBron, and that's the reason that he's saying these things? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.